Dr. Russ here with a full spine, hips and shoulders mobilization series. It's going to take about 5 minutes, maybe a little bit more. So I suggest you grab a stool, do it along with me. I want to let you know that this is safe. If you have just had an injury, you can do this series as long as you remember not to push through pain. Never push through pain. So we're going to start sitting, stool or chair. If the chair has big arms or is really cushiony, it's probably not the best thing. So a somewhat firm chair or stool. And we're going to start with a simple rocking back and forth. We're going to put our spine through flexion and extension. Curl, arch. And you can see that the movement is really coming all the way down from my hips. It's not just this, it's like I'm rolling my sit bones under, and then I'm rolling onto the front of my sit bones. Rolling onto the back of my sit bones, rolling onto the front of my sit bones, and the rest of my spine kind of just responds to that movement. Just like that. Easy. Good. You can feel your shoulder blades start to move a little bit. As you curl, the shoulder blades come forward. As you arch, the shoulder blades come together a little bit, like that. And we're getting a little sternal lift and a little opening of the front of the ribs as well. Don't forget, the front of your neck opens too. So the position of your head is just kind of responding to what the rest of your body is doing. Next movement we're going to do is just a really simple twist. Twist. And we're going to start gently. We don't need to twist all the way. Very first time. It's okay to use your hand on your opposite knee. Give it a little extra push. And you can see that my hips are not moving. My hips are staying where they are. My knees are staying where they are. So really the movement is happening mostly between my rib cage and my pelvis. And the head just sort of follows what the rest of the body is doing. The whole idea of this series is to mobilize the muscles, the vertebrae, and all the connective tissue as well through a full range of motion. Not strenuously, it's not a big stretch, and it's not strengthening, it's just mobilizing. It's a really good way to warm up, and it's a really good way to kind of release a little bit of anxiety if it's built up in your body throughout the day, like it tends to sometimes. The next movement is a side-to-side movement. Okay, so we're going to start by rocking side to side on our hips. So see, my left hip comes up. Now my right hip comes up. There's a couple ways you can do this. The wrong way is, like if my right hip comes up, my whole body leans to the left. And if my left hip comes up, my whole body leans to the right. That's a good exercise, but that's not what we're doing now. So now as my right hip comes up, my right shoulder kind of drops and my spine kind of makes a C. And then back to neutral and then the other way. So there's a little bit of a lift from the side body on the right and then a little bit of lift from the side body on the left. And as these muscles pull the hip up, they just kind of naturally pull the shoulder down. So we're exercising our spine in a way that it doesn't often get moved. So this one can feel a little weird, but it's a good one. And kind of when you get good at it, after, I don't know, 2 or 3 times, you kind of get this flow where you're kind of just like waving back and forth, back and forth. Good. Okay, we're going to start putting some of these movements together. Okay, so remember from the beginning, we were curled and arched. Good. We're going to start to add some arm movement. Okay, so with a curl, it's like you're hugging a tree, and then when an arch, your arms come up and out. You lift your chest. You look up gently, and then back to the curl. So remember, at the core of this movement is rocking forward and back on my sit bones. So without the arms, it's still just this. It's the same movement we were doing before. With the arms, kind of spread my wings. It's nice to breathe into the sternum, into the front ribs. And then the out breath, you really don't need to push it out. Just the flexion of your spine will do it. One more time. that feels really good. So like engaging the rhomboids, engaging the middle trapezius, engaging those muscles that hold my shoulder blades back, opening the front ribs, lifting the sternum, and doing that in a way that's integrated with core movement and spinal movement. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this arch and curl, and we're going to bring the whole thing forward. So I'm going to arch, just like before. I roll forward on my sit bones. I'm going to take my whole arched back, and I'm going to lean forward. And then from here, I'm gently going to curl and come back up. So arch, and then the whole thing comes forward. Yes, my butt lifts a tiny bit off the seat, and then curl, and I'm like rolling backwards onto my sit bones again, and that pulls me back upright. Arch, come down, and then a curl. And it's almost like the hamstrings, which are curling my tailbones under, are assisting me in bringing my whole body upright. Let's do one more time. If you're not feeling all of that, that's okay. You will. Just keep working with it. Okay? Good. Shake it out a little bit. In the next one, we're going to add another layer onto that. We're going to arch and flex, but we're also going to turn at the same time, okay? So I'm going to arch, and then I'm going to turn my body to the right. You see my left hand sliding down my calf, and then I bring that whole thing lower down gently. It is totally fine to support your weight with your hands on this one. Come on back up, back to neutral. Good. So gentle arch, turn, slide that hand down and flex the whole thing, supporting my weight on my other knee. And to get out of it, it's the opposite. You come up, then you turn, and then you let go of the arch. We're going to do it to the right again. I hope you're being gentle here. Arch, turn, the whole thing comes down. The whole thing comes up, turn, release the arch. One more time to the left. Arch, turn, bring it down, bring it up. Good. The next layer is if that's feeling all good and you really want to challenge yourself, it's the same thing, but this time the arms are spread open. So there's no support from your hand on your opposite knee, and the arm comes up and reaches for the ceiling. So it's arch, turn, down. It's a lot like the warrior pose in yoga, but you're sitting. Makes it a lot easier. Arch, turn, open. Feeling from my middle back all the way out my fingertips. My lower back is engaged. Even this foot is engaged. My whole body is engaged in supporting the whole structure. Good. We're going to do one more thing. And for this, we're really going to be focusing on mobilizing the middle core, the rib cage, especially the front ribs, the pectoral muscle, and the sternalis fascia, that dense connective tissue between the breastbone and the skin. So interlace your fingers and bring the hands up over your head. In order to do this correctly, you have to have your shoulders down. If your shoulders are up here by your ears, it's not going to work as well. So bring those shoulders down. You do not need to straighten your elbows all the way. The more you straighten your elbows, the more of a stretch you're going to get through your midsection. So I'm just kind of getting into it here, tilting to the side, arching, tilting to the side, kind of moving through this range of motion. And all this is getting mobilized, all this is getting stretched. It's going to free up your breathing. It's going to release a lot of tension from your upper body. It's going to let your shoulders find a little bit of a better position. You can also go hands forward and give yourself a curl to stretch your middle back. Side to side, arms up overhead. Get yourself into a stretch of that side body, a nice arch, and a bit of a curl. So there you go. Pretty brief but thorough warm-up for your upper body and your trunk. I know I feel a lot looser already. I hope you try this. I hope it helps you. Thanks for watching.